Good day, everyone. We are the Group 6, and our topic is about information age.
The information age is the idea that access to and the control of information is the defining characteristic of this current human civilization. The different areas of society has been influenced by this tremendously, such as communication, economics, health, and the environment. Despite the gains due to the growing development of information technology, the rapid upgrade of information also has disadvantages. This chapter will discuss the history and the impact of technological advancements to society. Technology has the power to transform society. The most famous example of this is the German craftsman Johannes Gutenberg's invention of the printing press in the 15th century. The period of human history typically described by the change from traditional industry to an economic based on information computerization is known as the information age, digital age, or new media age. So the first one is the 3000 BC. The Sumerians developed a writing system based on pictographs, marking the beginning of recorded communication. In the 2900 BC, Egyptian hieroglyphic writing emerged, further advancing symbolic representation. In the 1300 BC, tortoise shells and oracle bone writing were used in ancient China, serving as one of the earliest forms of Chinese script. In the 500 BC, the use of papyrus rolls in Egypt revolutionized written records. In the 200 BC, Chinese small seal writing was developed, refining earlier writing forms. In the 100 AD, the parchment codex was introduced, replacing scrolls and paving the way for modern books. In the 105 AD, the Chinese invented woodblock printing and paper, enabling mass production of text. In the 1455, Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press using movable metal type, significantly improving the dissemination of knowledge. In the 1755, Samuel Johnson's dictionary standardized English spelling, providing consistency in language use. In the 1802, the Library of Congress was established, symbolizing the institutional preservation of knowledge. In the 1824, research on the persistence of vision led to the foundation for motion pictures. In the 1830s, the first viable design for a digital computer was conceptualized, and Augusta Lady Byron wrote the world's first computer program. In the 1837, the telegraph was invented, enabling long-distance communication. In the 1861, motion pictures were first projected onto a screen. In 1876, the Dewey Decimal System was introduced, in providing library organization. In the 1877, Edward Muybridge demonstrated high-speed photography, contributing to early cinematography. In 1899, the first magnetic recordings were released, leading to development of audio storage technology. In 1902, motion picture special effects were first used, expanding the possibilities of visual storytelling. 1906, Lee De Forest invented the electronic amplifying tube, advancing radio and television technology. 1923, the television camera tube was invented by Vladimir Dworkin. The 1926, the first practical sound movie was introduced, enhancing film entertainment. 1939, regularly scheduled television broadcasting began in the US, marking the rise of mass media. 1940s, information science emerged as a distinct discipline, focusing on data organization and retrieval. 1945, Vannevar Bush envisioned hypertext, predicting digital information storage. 1946, the ENIAC computer was developed, marking the beginning of modern computing. 1948, Claude E. Shannon introduced information theory, forming the foundation of digital communication. 1957, John Horney developed the planar transistor essential for modern electronics. 1958, the first integrated circuit was created, leading to the miniaturization of computers. 1960, the Library of Congress developed LCMARC, or Machine Readable Cataloging, streamlining library databases. 1969, the Unix operating system was developed, allowing multitasking and influencing modern computing. 1971, Intel introduced the first microprocessor chip, making computing more accessible. 1972, Philips and MCA developed an official laser disc, leading to digital media storage. 1974, a standard video disc encoding format was agreed upon, ensuring compatibility. 1975, the Altair Microcomputer Kit became the first personal computer available to the public, and more. Until January 1997, whereas the RSA encryption security was cracked for a 48-bit number, highlighting cybersecurity challenges in the digital era.
So, the information age, man has always had the need for communication and continuous exchange of information. This need is motivated by man's need for belongingness to society, giving and receiving instructions and precautions, giving comfort and encouragement, and improving everyday ways and means. But it was not easy to do this, especially in the early times because of distance, time, and location. Communication and exchange of information can take a long time before it gets to the receiving end. So, man has employed different strategies to combat this issue by using different signals such as fires, flags, drums, and writing on clay or stones tablets. Some even employed some animals to deliver message, like horses with a rider, messenger, or on a messenger pigeon, but still waiting for the message to reach the receiver and waiting for the response to come was not always easy. So the discoveries and inventions in communication information technology have greatly helped this constant need of man. So these are three distinct historical periods of this revolution in information technology. The first modern information revolution began in the mid-19th century and includes the telegraph, telephone, and radio. These three inventions have greatly helped in improving people's lives. Business, government, military, and foreign policy establishment were able to communicate easier. The second modern information revolution followed by the first one and extended until the mid-20th century and includes television, early generation computers, and satellites. These inventions have greatly improved communications and have bypassed even further distance in a faster time. Industrial society and governmental affairs have greatly benefited from this, saving so much money that was at first spent on communication and the exchange of information. So the third modern information revolution probably began in the 1980s and has surpassed the two other revolutions. So this age, which includes our time, is now called the knowledge revolution. This includes advanced information technologies and has a remarkable impact on the politics, economics, sociology, and culture of knowledge creation and distribution. The information age has a big impact on society in that a lot of money is usually spent on ensuring that the message has reached the receiving and that dispersing the message is correct is now saved. Communication has become more effective and efficient. Goods are easily made by the procedures and easily sold to the wholesaler, then to the retailers, and finally to the individual consumers. Business flourished and it has greatly helped improve everyday nations' economy. Governments have also improved their ways of handling their political affairs, be it locally or internationally. Military affairs have become so much easier as well. A lot of wars were prevented because of more effective and timely communication. Lay people also experience the instant messaging world where loved ones living far away can now instantly be reached with one click.
Let's proceed to the knowledge revolution. This includes advanced information technologies and has a remarkable impact on the politics, economics, sociology, and culture of knowledge creation and distribution. The information age has a big impact on society in that a lot of money is usually spent on ensuring that the message has reached the receiving end and that deciphering the message is correct is now saved. Communication has become more effective and efficient. Goods are easily made by the producers and easily sold to the wholesalers, then to the retailers, and finally to the individual consumers. Businesses flourished and it has greatly helped improve every nation's economy. Governments have also improved their ways of handling their political affairs, be it locally or internationally. Military affairs have become so much easier as well. A lot of wars were prevented because of more effective and timely communication. Lay people also experienced the instant messaging world where loved ones living far away can now instantly be reached with one click. And now let's talk about the Gutenberg Revolution. It has begun with the introduction of printing, specifically the Neo printing press by Gutenberg. His principle existed in such a way that information could be passed on to every individual, but the access was expensive. Books printed in the Gutenberg era were called the incunabula, meaning cradle or birthplace. This technology eventually diffused from Mainz to Subiaco in Italy, Paris, and then London. Most books that were first printed were that of religious texts of the medieval period that were initially written in Latin, but as time passed, some books are written in the local language, which made them available and understandable to common people. Scientific and geographic discoveries spread at a fast rate as well as medical books were also published. This is according to Childress 2008. We also have here the pre-Gutenberg world. So during the time when the printing press was not yet available, information could be processed in a tendinous manner. Books were written and produced by hand. They were made on surfaces of clay, wax, papyrus, and parchment. The hand-produced books and other reading materials were restricted only to those people who can afford to buy these materials, called the elite group of people. Information was only relayed to others through word-of-mouth channels. This is according to Childress 2008. In the post-Gutenberg world, this era can be described as the emergence of the internet and the World Wide Web. So, sa era na ito, dito na nagsimulang mag-develop yung internet and then lahat ng information is na-access na through the World Wide Web. This paved the way for the possible uploading and downloading of all forms of media instruments such as video, audio, and images. It enabled people to publish or spread the information. So this is according to Childress 2008 din. So, in the post-Gutenberg world, dito na pumasok yung iba't ibang uri ng pagda-download ng forms or ng information dahil meron na tayong World Wide Web na tinatawag. So, with the use of this, mas napapadaling ma-access ang mga information and also the evidence-based na mga information which we could apply in our daily lives, especially in our time as a nurse in the future.
Next is the rise of the digital age. So, with the advent of the modern technologies, the printing press, which was discussed earlier, is not anymore the only tool used in spreading information. Ngayon, mas madali na lang mag-pass ng information kahit sa malalayong lugar with the advent nga ng modern technology as per Childress 2008. So first, we have the computers. Computer was invented by Charles Babbage, an English mechanical engineer and considered as the father of computers. This technology was designed for mathematical calculations and the simple decision-making capabilities. So we have two types of computers, the mainframe computers and the personal computers. So the mainframe computers were large room-sized computers that provide people with data calculation and manipulation faster than the human brains. So usually, ginagamit ito ng government and large corporations for scientific research and financial transactions. And then we also have the personal computers which we have at home na ginagamit natin for work, for school tasks, and even for entertainment as per Mendelssohn 2016. Next, we have the internet. So, internet was developed in California, US in the late 1960s. So, the internet was mostly used by scientists para makipag-communicate with other scientists pa. Vinton Cerf and Robert Kahn are the people behind this marvelous piece of technology. So, internet was a government-controlled project until 1984 and sa time na to, nagkaroon ng first problem ang pag-use ng internet and yun na yung speed nito. So, one of the companies that developed a faster microprocessor na tinatawag nilang i5 and i7 which can process any data very quickly is the Intel. Next, we have the World Wide Web. Commonly known as WWW, was invented by Sir Tim Berners-Lee, a British computer scientist that started in 1990. World Wide Web was basically for commercial purposes. Ginawa ito ng mga companies, business owners, and corporations para mag-promote at mabenta nila ang products nila. But then, eventually, hindi na lang pag-promote ang nagagawa nito. Other items could also be purchased online which made shopping easier. So similarly, online businesses can also earn money through online transaction as per Mendelssohn 2016. Next, we have the electronic mail or email. So several years back, it would take several days to receive a letter and it would also take a big amount of money to contact someone very far away. So communication was made easier through email, the invention of which was controversially claimed by V.A. Shiva Ayadurai, an Indian-born American scientist and entrepreneur. He started building the system in 1978 when he was just 14 years old. So naging controversial nga ang ownership ni V.A. Shiva Ayadurai sa email, but eventually the copyright for the term email was granted to him in 1982. So email is an avenue by which messages are exchanged between people from different locations at the faster rate. Then we have Facebook. Facebook was launched on February 4, 2004 by a computer programmer, Mark Elliott Zuckerberg, together with his fellow students at Harvard College and with his other roommates. So nung una, limited lang sa Harvard students ang paggamit ng Facebook, but later on, students from Boston area, Ivy League College, and Stanford University were allowed to get access to the website. And now, everyone can use Facebook through their gadgets. So Facebook is a social networking website where people could meet online and share each other's thoughts, ideas, experiences, photos, and videos that they would feel worth sharing. So, as famously known meme sa internet, ang Facebook daw hindi lang Facebook, feeling Instagram, Messenger, YouTube, X, and TikTok na rin siya. So, with Facebook, we can literally share everything. It can build relationship, can be used in business transaction. As we all know, marami na rin ang kumikita gamit ang Facebook, gaya ng vlogging, and others would post their items, pagkain man yan, damit, or even services to earn money.
Twitter was created in March 2006 by Jack Dorsey, Noah Glass, Biz Stone, and Evan Williams. It is a microblogging site where users post short messages called tweets with a limit of 140 characters. It became one of the most visited websites and was referred to as the SMS of the internet. Messenger, which began as Facebook Chat in 2008, was rebranded in 2010. It is a messaging service used for sending texts, voice calls, and video chats, either one-on-one or in groups. YouTube was launched in 2005 by Chad Hurley and Steve Chen. In 2005, on Valentine's Day, Hurley registered the logo and domain of YouTube. It became the third most visited website globally and a major platform for sharing and watching videos. Google, developed by Larry Page and Sergey Brin as a research project in 1996, officially launched in 1997. It is the most widely used search engine, offering features like maps, weather definitions, and tools for research and education. Instagram, created by Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger in October 2010, is a popular app for sharing photos with creative filters. It allows users to edit and upload pictures to share with followers. So there are other social media platforms that are mentioned. So these include the Blog, Vimeo, Snapchat, High Five, Bing, House Party, and etc.
That will be all. Thank you.